Inspiration Wednesday, what to do, what to do. Kind of been sitting here for like 5 minutes going, what to do? So I think I'm just gonna go in and just do some texture and then figure it out from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pieces of computer paper that I really don't need and I was gonna throw away because whatever I was doing didn't work or whatever. So I'm just crumpling them up. Just regular cheapy computer paper. Crumple them up again. Get them nice and textured. And you can do this as many times as you need. I'm going to crumple it up one more time because it softens the fibers even that much more. Breaks them down. It also makes the texture a little bit more, thinner is not the word, but softer. And then I'm going to glue this down here. And I'm going to use gel medium. Just get my brush out. Just going to coat the whole thing. And I probably need a new jar of gel medium, but I'm going to put a fairly healthy layer of gel medium down. And you know what I'm going to do as I'm doing this? I take tape and I'm just going to tape this here just so it holds underneath. You're saying, but you have your inclusion there. Yeah. Do that. Do that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to cover this up. There we go. Alright, so let's go back to where I was with the gel medium. Coat that up. That tape just keeps it being stronger, and if I'm painting it, it keeps the paint from going into that crack there and seeping everywhere. Not that that's not okay, because that is. Ends, and I'm really kind of gunking this up. I want it to grip and not have to go back and put more adhesive on. Alright, so just do this close to the edge as I can get it. And then adhere that down. Since it's all wrinkly, it won't matter if it's wrinkled here. I think I missed a spot there. Let's fill that up. There we go. And I'm not putting any on top, at least not for right now. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Inspiration for today is going to be new color choices. So yeah, I have a bunch of colors here that I have them, but I have never used them. Who am I kidding? So I've got anthraquinone. I just like the fact that I can't pronounce it, blue. And I'm thinking maybe a green. I really don't like that one, do I? That's a little too happy. Chromium oxide green. I kind of like that one. Maybe I should try that. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go with green and blue. Not my normal color palette. Should I throw in like a cobalt teal in the mix? I don't know. Might even need, oh, see, I said cobalt teal. It's just, maybe I'll have to put it in there for good measure. Yeah, you see that size bottle I have. That's right. Maybe? Okay, so let's think about this. I'm going to layer some colors. Chromium oxide is a more opaque color. So if I'm going to layer anything on top, it's got to be this one. That's a transparent color. This one is also a more opaque color. So maybe the background, I kind of do these two colors and this over. We'll just see. Let's just see what we have here, shall we? Get some cobalt teal and chromium oxide green. and a brush. And let's just see what we're going to do. I have a water bottle here in case I want to water it down. It's kind of cool how the paper is picking up all the little nuances of texture. The paint kind of sitting and shadowing itself. I like that. The more water, the more transparent the color will be. And I guess I'll just go ahead and do the whole thing because I don't know what I'm doing, and I guess I have a paintbrush in my hands and I might as well use it. Alright, so I know I said, oh, I'm going to use a different color palette, and I went directly to Cobalt Teal, but I swear I am. So I've got that anthraquinone. Anthraquinone? I'm going to come up with a good way to say that. Anthraquinone blue. And I'm going to do drippage over this. So my brush is rather wet, and I've got my palette here. I might spray just a little bit of water on it just to make it a little bit more fluid. It's a fluid acrylic, but let's see. So let's get a towel. All the anticipation of dripping a new color. Yay! Put that here. Load up my brush. And I'm just gonna drip it. See what we get. And I'm going to spritz it. Oh, I guess I won't be using that one. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. That works. Okay, I'm going to dry that so that it looks just like that, and then I'm going to do the other side. Gotta say, change is good. I like the blue on that side. So it's really kind of cool too because the paper is all crumbly. It's got like these darks and lights. It just does really cool things with the texture. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side now and probably fill in a little bit of the gaps and maybe do the inclusion. Alright, so the blue is dry, and this is where I'm thinking the green comes in. Kind of around the edges, because it's kind of like a patina, I think. And I'm just putting it on with my finger. Alright, I'm thinking now that I have it, I'm going to take that same anthraquinone blue and with my finger go over that again. So that the green is hinting out from underneath this dark edge. I kind of like that better. What made me think about that is I really kind of like that dark blue streak in there. Technically, I'm sure I could spritz this and it would bleed. You want to see what it would do if I spritzed it? Well, probably not a whole lot to let it dry there. I like that. Let's see, put a little bit here and see what happens when I spritz it. Oh, I kind of like that. I like it a lot. Maybe I'll just keep doing that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. 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 Is it really bad that I just love this page and I want to stop right now because there's just pretty colors? I don't know what I want to do on top, but wow, if that doesn't make me happy. You know what even makes me happier outside of the textures at the page, because I tore them. They're kind of jagged and sticking out. Just makes me feel like it's like under the sea. Like I need a little fish on there or something. I'm not putting a fish on there, just to let you know. But, you know, totally could have a fish swimming by there. Yeah, okay, not sure. Bye back. I'm just pulling out random bits of stuff, and I've got more chipboard pieces. This is from a company called Dusty Attic from Australia. It is called Wrought Iron Fence, and can you see it kind of across there? It makes it really look dark and scary, like a cemetery or something. So I'm thinking I'm gonna glue this to the bottom. Now I'm gonna have to cut it here, and because it's 12 inches, it fits across my book. cut it like that. Yeah, I gotta kind of find a happy place here to cut it. And glue one to each side because it will just be too thick. And this, kind of got to keep this in the middle too, so I'm thinking something like that. Yeah, I'm going to glue, and I'm going to glue this right behind here because I'm thinking if I do want to tuck something in behind it, it'll be easier that way. Let's see. I'm sitting here staring going, okay, now what? Just thought I'd share. This is what I'm thinking. I'm taking some of my thin masking tape. You know, I have 2 sizes in the dispenser because it makes me happy. And I'm going to put a quote on here, I think. A big long one. And I think I'm going to use charcoal pencil. But I can't really write over the texture and stuff, so I'm hoping that I'm leaving myself enough space. Because I don't really know if I am. And let's just see. I'm just going to keep layering this on here and hoping that I do have enough space. Alright, so I think I spaced this out okay. I was mentally trying to space out my wording. So I got this off Pinterest. It's a quote from Andy Warhol, and I'm figuring, you know, I'm sitting here staring at the page. This was a perfect quote. It says, "Don't think about making art, just get it done. Let everyone else decide if it's good or bad, whether they love it or hate it. While they are deciding, make even more art." So I'm going to write that in charcoal pencil on the tape. Alright, so there's 2 concerns I have at this point. The first of which is I use masking tape, so that's not going to stay down forever. You can see even when I was trying to change things up, I could peel it right off. The second thing is I also used charcoal pencil, so that's not going to stay in place forever. It needs to be sealed with some kind of fixative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Spectrafix, and I'm just going to spray this first. Let that dry, and that should protect my charcoal, and then I'm going to go over it with gel medium so that the tape doesn't come up. Hopefully that'll work. So I'm going to let this sit and dry, and then I'll put a layer of gel medium over it, and I'll show you the results. Alright, so I'm ready to put the gel medium on. Let's cross our fingers that it doesn't bleed. Of course, I can't get my gel medium open now. Ugh. There we go. Now, my brush has a little bit of blue on it from before, so it's kind of working to my favor. Oh, it bled just a little. Now, if it does bleed, I should be able to pounce straight down and take off the bleeding part. And I'm okay if it gets a little bit messy. I'm not looking for perfection here, just longevity. Oh, look, I spelled weather wrong. You know what I can do? I can put a piece of tape on that. Or maybe I could just rub it away. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Maybe I could just rub it away. So I'm gonna rub all that away. Let that dry and then come back to it. Alright, I still have a little bit of that cobalt teal in here, and I'm just gonna try to blend this into the background a little bit more. Just on the bottom edges. Alright, so that's in there. Now what? That's what I'm saying. Now what? What do I want to do? It's not done. It's definitely not done. It needs a little something else. I think I need, I don't know, I kind of like this darkness of the tape on there too. I don't know. Maybe since I already have this out, do I do this? Yeah, that's nice. It is kind of just blending into the background. What about golden yellow India ink? What if I took that and just splotted it? What if? If you have a what if question, you gotta answer it. Of course, I can't flip that over yet, so... Ooh, ooh. So let's see if I can't pull that off. Oh, see? That totally worked. Because the gel medium's on there, too. That kind of helps me. I have a little Van Gogh moment again. Alright, I'm having a little Starry Night moment where I had this what if I take white and this yellow and make those little circly, flourishy things that Van Gogh has. So I'm going to try that over here. I have a feeling I'm going to mess things up, but I'm just going to go for it anyway, right? Because you don't know. You can't have a what if moment and not explore. So I'm going to have my what if moment and put some gesso in here. And I think I will use the India ink because I don't have anything that's truly that color unless I have Indian Yellow Hue might work. I could try it. Alright, so I'm thinking like a circle-y thing. So usually I go in with the white gesso. Maybe I should put this down like that. And I guess I'll just have it kind of right here, right? I mean, sometimes I don't like circles because I totally like making those circles. I'm nervous. Can you feel my nerves? I feel a little nervous. I'm going to go into the Indian Yellow Hue and see. Oh, the Indian Yellow Hue might work. More white on the outside again. I might have to dry in between layers because it's so textured, and I know that the Van Gogh flurry, swirly dews were quite thick. Without a picture in front of me, I probably am just screwing this up, but yeah, that kind of just looks like mud, doesn't it? I could do this because I don't like it. I could do this. Let's see what happens to that. Can I get rid of it? No, I might just keep it. Let's see. Why did I put that tape in the binding? Alright, so now I have that, which is not really what I wanted. So what did I learn? I learned I don't want that flourish you do in there, but I do want something else. So I'm going to dry that because now it's totally saturated, and I'll be back. Alright, so now I've just got a little white paint, and I'm just, I don't know, I'm just doing this. Whatever this is, just adding another layer or something in there, highlighting the text, but there's something missing. Like, I'm not done because there's something else, and I just haven't figured out what it is yet. So I'm just going to keep moving because, you know, like Picasso says, inspiration has to find you working. So I'm just going to keep working and adding, and maybe inspiration will come find me. But yeah, it's definitely not done. It needs something. I'll figure it out soon, I hope. Alright, I'll be back once I finish. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm really not sure if I'm done, but I'm going to put a date stamp on this for right now. And hopefully by the time I figure out if I'm done or not, yeah, I'll just have that already on there. So I'm just crossing off the thing on the list that I know I definitely want to add. So I've got my little tag there. I figure I went with the black just to bring in the white and the black of the writing. Today is hopefully the 23rd of May. Last time I stamped June. Such a dork. Okay, so tear that. Oh, can I tiny attach it anyway? I should just tiny attach it anyway. Because now I've got that chipboard in there. Can I find my tiny attacher? There it is. I think I have this app ready. So, hopefully I'm just stapling one page. Got my 30 on there. Alright, yeah, so now here I am again at page maybe being done. I don't know, I just want like one more thing. So we give it a last once over, and if it doesn't have it, it just doesn't have it. But I'm gonna give it one more look and come back. Okay, is this totally weird? So I opened my drawer of my like ephemera paper scraps drawer, and I found this on top, you know, the Denny Bowler bingo chips. So I just started, you know, punching out the numbers, and I'm thinking I'm liking it. So I'm just going to continue to punch out all the numbers until I get done of punching out numbers. And I think I'm just randomly putting them all over my page. So as odd as that might sound, I'm just doing it. Alright, so now what am I doing? Now that I have all these random numbers on there for no reason, I am taking the blue, the anthraquinone blue, and just doing this. I don't know what happened to the last 15 seconds of my video, but I figured I might as well say, that's it for Inspiration Wednesday. Peace out.